Hey pioneers, stop what you're doing right now. I know exactly how you're feeling because I've been there too. You wake up, check your Pi balance, see those numbers on the exchanges, and your stomach just drops. I'm not going to lie to you. I've had those same dark moments where I questioned everything. But here's what I discovered that completely changed my perspective, and honestly, it might save your financial future. Look, I've been in crypto for over 8 years and I've seen this exact pattern before. The projects that make people millionaires always look hopeless right before they explode. I remember when people were calling Bitcoin worthless at $100 when Ethereum looked dead at $80. The difference between those who get rich and those who stay broke, it's what they do during moments exactly like this one. Make sure you follow my Telegram and Facebook pages in the description below because what I'm sharing today isn't just hope, it's insider knowledge that most people will never understand. And trust me, you'll want these updates when everything I'm about to predict starts happening. Here's my honest opinion about those exchange prices. They're complete garbage. And here's why I'm so confident saying that. I've watched this same manipulation game play out dozens of times in my crypto career. What you're seeing isn't Pi Network's value, it's desperate gambling by people who don't even understand what they're trading. You know what really gets me fired up? These exchanges are basically selling fake gold while you're holding the real treasure. In my experience, when you see this level of price suppression combined with this much real development activity, you're looking at the setup of a lifetime. I've seen this movie before. The smart money accumulates while retail investors panic and sell. My personal take? The whales manipulating this price know exactly what's coming. They're using every psychological trick in the book to shake you out of your position right now. I've fallen for these games before in my early days and I'm not letting my community make the same mistakes I did. The current price isn't Pi Network's value, it's your opportunity. I'll be completely honest with you. When Pi first announced the closed network period, I was skeptical. I thought they were stalling, making excuses. But after studying their approach for months, I realized they're playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Here's what changed my mind completely. I started looking at other crypto projects that rushed to market and, you know what I found? 95% of them are dead or worthless today. The ones that took their time to build properly, those are the ones making people millionaires. In my opinion, Pi's patient approach isn't a weakness. It's their biggest strength. What really convinced me was seeing the KYC numbers. Over 16 million verified humans and 12 billion Pi safely migrated. That's not stalling, that's unprecedented preparation. I've never seen anything like this level of user verification in crypto history. My prediction? This foundation will make Pi Network unstoppable when they finally open the gates. You know what I love most about this strategy? While other projects get destroyed by bot armies and fake accounts, Pi is building an army of real people. In my experience, real adoption by real humans is the only thing that creates lasting value in crypto. Everything else is just speculation and hype. I'm going to share something with you that I genuinely believe will change your life if you listen carefully. Based on my analysis of crypto cycles and market patterns, Pi Network is setting up for the most explosive launch I've ever seen, and I've witnessed some incredible moments in this space. Here's my personal prediction. When that open Mainnet announcement hits, we're going to see 3 tsunamis hit simultaneously. First, major exchanges will panic to list Pi because they know 55 million users means billions in trading fees. I've seen exchanges fight wars over projects with 1 million users. Imagine what they'll do for 55 million. You know what really excites me? The institutional money waiting on the sidelines. I have connections in traditional finance and let me tell you, they're watching Pi Network closely. The moment regulatory clarity comes, we're talking about pension funds, hedge funds, and sovereign wealth funds pouring in. In my opinion, this will be the biggest institutional adoption event in crypto history. My boldest prediction, the smart contract explosion will turn Pi into the Ethereum killer everyone's been waiting for. The ecosystem that's been quietly building will suddenly have billions of dollars flowing through it. I've seen platforms go from $0 to billion-dollar valuations overnight when this happens. I need to share a personal story that might save you from making a huge mistake. Back in 2020, I watched my friend sell 100,000 XRP at 30 cents because he lost faith during the SEC lawsuit. He needed the money for bills and couldn't handle the stress anymore. I understood his decision, but I also knew he was selling at the worst possible time. When XRP exploded after the court ruling, that same 100,000 XRP was worth over $100,000 at the peak. My friend still brings it up every time we talk. The lesson? The darkest moment is usually right before the breakthrough. In my experience, regulatory clarity events are the biggest wealth creators in crypto. Here's why I think Pi's situation is even better than XRP's was. XRP was fighting the government. Pi is working with regulators from day one. They're building compliance into everything they do. My opinion? When Pi gets clarity, the explosion will make XRP's run look like a warm-up act. In crypto, patience is the line between getting rich and staying broke. The people who became wealthy from XRP were the ones who held through the darkest times, and I believe Pi pioneers who hold now will have similar stories. I've made millions but also lost hundreds of thousands by making emotional decisions in moments like this, and I don't want you repeating those mistakes. Right now, you face two paths. Panic, sell your Pi for pocket change, and join the 95% who sell right before it moons, or recognize that you're holding a lottery ticket to generational wealth. In my honest opinion, Pi Network represents the biggest opportunity I've seen since Ethereum at $10. But here's the thing, opportunities like this require iron hands and diamond conviction. My personal advice? If you can afford to hold, hold. If you absolutely need money right now, sell only what you must, but keep the majority. I've seen too many people sell their entire stack right before life-changing gains. Don't be another cautionary tale that people tell at crypto conferences. You know, I didn't make this video for views or likes. I made it because I genuinely believe Pi Network pioneers are about to witness something historic, and I want my community to be prepared. I've spent my career studying market cycles, and everything I see points to an explosion that will create more millionaires than any crypto event in history. If this video gave you hope when you needed it most, please hit that like button and share it with every pioneer who's losing faith. I guarantee there's someone in your network who needs to hear this message right now. Your share could literally change someone's life. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because when the open Mainnet announcement drops, I'll be the first to break it down for you. Join our exclusive community on Telegram and Facebook. The links are right there in the description. We share analysis and insights that you won't find anywhere else, and honestly, the next few months could change everything. You know what I want you to remember? Every crypto millionaire story starts with someone holding through the hardest moments when everyone else was selling. The pioneers who stay strong through this final test won't just be wealthy, they'll be legends in the Pi Network community. Your Pi journey isn't over, you're just entering the final chapter before the explosion. Trust the process, trust the vision, and most importantly, trust yourself. You were smart enough to get Pi early, now be smart enough to hold it until the world catches up. Thanks for watching, and remember, diamonds are created under pressure. Your Pi diamonds are being forged right now.